I have one simple question for y'all today. Why not you? Now, I made a video when I just started this channel. It was a Beyonce joke. How it went was Beyonce has the same hands, the same amount of hands, same amount of fingers, same amount of legs. So me and Beyonce are the same. Except for the $250,000,000 in between us. And at first, it was a joke. But I tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie. I truly do believe that me and Beyonce are the same. That's because we are. We bleed the same. We breathe the same. And we have the same amount of hours in a day. Now I ask myself, okay, if I have the same mechanism as Beyonce, and I have the ability to dream like Beyonce, why am I not on the Beyonce level of my goals? Picked that up in Bible study this week. Why am I not on the Beyonce level of my goals? And I had to think back to all the distractions I let eat me alive. It's not because I wasn't hungry. Lord knows that I'm hungry for my goals. I could cry thinking about the things that I'm talented about. I could weep thinking about how many times that I could have done the work to get to the next level, but I didn't because of fear. Because of fear of rejection, because of fear of putting in so much work and failing, because of fear. Maybe I wasn't disciplined enough. Maybe I didn't have the consistency. I would only do it for a week and then I'll give up. I would do it for a month and then I'll give up because these things aren't happening fast enough. I was young. I was too used to fast dopamine. Instant gratification. I was too used to it. So when things didn't work out between a month. Come on, it's been a month. And my plants, the seeds that I've planted, haven't become trees yet. Can y'all believe that? Come on. Trees don't go in a month. Not the best trees. What kind of trees go in a month? Like little skinny trees that produce dingleberries. And not the good kind. So when these things didn't happen, I would look to myself and I would think, well, I tried. And I guess I just talked about manifestation yesterday, if y'all haven't seen that video. So I'm not even going to say the negative connotation that I had with that experience, but I felt downward. I felt like I didn't feel good about myself. I felt like I was playing this game with my confidence where I would tell it that we were about to do something and then nothing happened. I would be like, watch this, I'm about to do this, and I wouldn't. It was this sick game I was playing with myself. Until finally, a few months ago, I sat down with myself. I stopped all the instant gratification. I allowed myself to be completely bored, to be completely silent in a completely clear slate. And I said, okay, the same day I'm planting the seed isn't the same day I pick the fruit. Okay, stay with me, guys. If the same day that if I'm not picking my fruit in the same day, that means I have to take a step back real quick. Reassess my mindset. Why? Ask myself, why? Why did I stop? Why? What did these fears stem from? What did this fear of failure, fear of rejection, where did they all stem from? Maybe it was something I identified myself with. Maybe I identified myself with anxiety. I identified myself with being too nerdy, not being the right person, not having the right image. It wasn't the right time. I was running out of this, running out of that, didn't have enough of this, didn't have enough of that. Where was my mindset at that time? Because it wasn't that I wasn't hungry enough. Remember, I could cry thinking about these dreams. I think is that I thought that getting to B was going to take way longer than I thought. But it wasn't about getting to a place. It was about embodying somebody. I had to embody this version of myself that fit my dream. It wasn't about the process of becoming. It was understanding that I already was. If y'all can understand what I'm trying to say. I had this fear of becoming who I already was. I buried a version of myself so deeply that I couldn't even embody her anymore. If you have the ability to dream something, you have the ability to possess it. If you can dream it, you've already projected and created a version of yourself that has that. Now it is your choice to walk into that version of yourself. I was scared. I stopped being scared though. I picked up my mic. I started going to the gym. I started planting seeds here, seeds here, seeds here, seeds here. These are one of the seeds. This is one of the seeds that y'all can see. This video. Leave a like. This video is one of the seeds that y'all can see. But I started planting a bunch of different seeds. Seeds that I water once a week. I water this seed twice a week. I water this seed every single day. Seeds are growing everywhere. So my thing is, if I kept going, what would happen? And today I'm seeing it. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I created a community on TikTok. I created a community on YouTube. All these social medias, I had a community. I had people just like me. And I'm over here thinking in that era of my life, I had no friends. I had nobody to confide in. Nobody who believed in me the same way I would believe in them. I thought I was alone. Alone with God. So I channeled my inner God, the God that lives inside of me, and I projected this reality. And with the help of the Almighty God through Jesus Christ, I walked into myself with my eyes closed. This was literally, I was like, but I walked into myself. Y'all, I cried while walking into myself. I was angry while walking into myself. Every emotion that I had buried so deeply with instant gratification, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now. Every emotion that I buried within myself had to come out. It had to, for me to switch versions of myself. I was so comfortable with where I was, with creating no fruit whatsoever. Absolutely no fruit. It's crazy to think about. Nothing. A book I couldn't even sit down and read. There was nothing. And I was so proud and I was so confused that, wow, how could anxiety be a part of my life? How could depression be a part of my life when I had nothing to bear? Like, nothing to show for all those years I've lived in life. I live tomorrow for instant gratification. What can we do today? Can we drink? Can we smoke? What can we do today to feel alive instead of just living? And living is a scary thing. Allowing yourself to live, it's a scary thing. I would say if you did not have Jesus Christ in your life, it is a scary thing. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. That used to make my throat shiver, not knowing. I wanted to know. So tomorrow I'm gonna drink because I know that'll be fun. Tomorrow I'm gonna hit up this person who is kind of my friend, but sometimes they switch up, sometimes they're fake. But I know how that person is. They don't want the best for me, so I'm never gonna speak of my dreams. I'm gonna bury it so deeply. And I feel like I'm protecting myself, but I'm killing myself. That's what I'm doing. I'm hurting myself. This version of me that I walked into, oh, I'm so sorry to her. My biggest apologies to me for hurting myself for so many years. I could have been, I would have been, but now I am. And that's all that matters. Again, why not you? It's almost New Year's, guys. Ask yourself that question.